Well, hello there, my bow fishing brethren. This is Tim Daniels from THS Sporting Center, and a nice little bow fishing trip on August 15th, 2021 on Lake Huron, Michigan. It's been a bit since I've done a video. A couple of the other times I've been out, the bugs were so bad I didn't really have many lights on above the deck, which doesn't make for a good video footage.
Wait a minute.
The last couple of days, the air temperatures have been a little cooler, and it's pushed the fish back a little bit to deeper waters. It slows down the action a little bit.
So the frame's aluminum, but the frame's aluminum. The top of the board is MDO. If it's big, shoot it. Just shoot the fucking thing. As long as it's not a turtle. Just caution that. See this one here? Oh, just below him.
On this specific trip, I ended up taking Justin. It's an employee here at THS Sporting Center, and a Marine who decided to try his hand at some bow fishing. He hasn't shot a bow since he's basically been a teenager, and he practiced a couple times inside the store here, and he really had a lot of fun this night. By the end of the night, he was actually getting so excited that he was, not following through on the shot, and he realized he had to focus more. But nonetheless, he had a great time, really enjoyed it, and it was a lot of fun. This is the first night that I'm really trying out the harsh lock arrow. The knock that comes standard with them is a large machined knock, maybe made out of like a Lexan or something, along polycarbonate of some sort. And the way I tie my specific D-loops are very tight, and they're tied for a standard S-style knock or a gold tip knock, boning knock, those type of knocks. They're not tied for necessarily something that's larger than that. What I ended up doing is replacing that knock with a gold tip 22 bushing, and that bushing reduced the inner diameter of that down to a regular knock size, being a 244/246 ID. In order to do that, I did have to sand down some of the outer diameter of that gold tip 22 bushing in order for it to fit. And then what I did is I just looked around, seeing I had some extra knocks. I think these were some nocturnals from a few years ago that had these little flashing red-green lights on them, LEDs, and I tried those out. And it really did seem to work. I'm starting to like shooting lighted knocks. This is sort of the second try at it, and I think that might be something you're going to see more of in the future. I've been shooting AMS anchor, quick turns for about 4 years now, and I've really gotten used to those arrows. So this arrow is going to take me a little while to get used to, but these two prongs seem to hold pretty darn well. I haven't shot any 20-pound fish yet to really see how they're going to work out with larger-bodied fish, but so far so good. This is one of those times I like to jokingly say that, he scared the fish into my arrow, where we both basically shot on 3, he missed the fish, I hit it. Nonetheless, it's a good joking way to, add a little humor to your bow fishing excursion. As I said, I'm not used to this release mechanism yet, and it's going to probably take me a few trips before I can really get fast and efficient with the harsh lock arrow. I've tried that little jiggling thing, and it hasn't worked out for me well. But using it like a plunger style system has worked out extremely well. And also the tip can be reset just by releasing the plunger. So unlike the AMS, which you do have to screw back down, ultimately I think this arrow can be faster than the AMS quick turn. Well, this next shot was really haunting Justin. He's seen this big black fish with my back turned basically, and it was like right there, and he shot and missed it, and he was really frustrated by this one. So I did it in a little slow-mo here to really make it soak in. You'll be able to watch that arrow go just in front of the fish and to the right slightly. And oddly enough, he's been shooting left most of the night. You know, being that he was completely new to this, it was still taking a little while to figure out, how to tackle some of these fish and these points. I think on this particular point, he's using a Fin Finder Riptide Pro, which does have that release mechanism by turning the shaft, allowing the prongs to flip around the other way. But it's still to get through the fish all the way, make sure you don't unscrew it too far. Again, it takes a little practice, and he was doing quite well with, working at it, trying to get accustomed to it. What you can barely see here in the picture there is we're both standing on some 3 foot by 3 foot rubber mats. These are the anti-fatigue style rubber mats, which are absolutely a must for any long trip. So much easier on your back and knees. It's just a much more comfortable way to shoot. They're very inexpensive. They come off and on your boat very easily. I just throw them on the deck when I'm underway sometimes, or when I'm trailering the boat. Yeah, I sort of fudged this one up. I actually jokingly say I scared the fish into Justin's arrow on this particular shot. Bottom line is I missed and he hit it. So good shot, Justin.
Yeah. Don't slap me. I aimed extra low that time.
Well, if you get to screwing around too much sometimes on small fish, trying to admire your work, what happens is they fall off. So I had shot this little gar, and I was sort of holding him off at the side of the boat instead of flicking him in, and it was just a little gar, and he ended up pulling off. Again, I'm not too sure about this tip and how its holding is related to that, but I'll learn soon. and I'll be very interested to see how it stacks up against the AMS Quick Turn.
But man, did we shoot some fish over here. Oh, here we go. I kick it. Now, you'll shoot the one in the back, I'll shoot the one in the front.
You know, pretty much everybody likes getting a double header, but this is a double header in style. So even slowed it down. Both shots were basically synchronized, damn near, and it was really fun getting that caught on tape.
Yep, got it. Oh, hold on here. Yeah, you don't have to do that. You can just reel. You can reel. Keep on pulling. Keep pulling with your line now.
Hooked on something.
Yep, you're hooked on a light or something. There we go. There we go. All right. I got it here. All right. Yeah, all right. Let's hold them up.
Double header.
Yay!
Like, hooked very lowly.
Yeah, all right. See how nice that bow rack is?
Yeah.
That bow rack comes in handy. That's it. You got him. Good job. All that.
You know, by far, one of the things I love about Lake Huron is usually it's clear water, and I love shooting clear water. It is so fun to be able to see the fish, watch them fight, and it just adds a whole new element or a whole other element to making it an enjoyable evening.
Cooperate.
It's not huge though. Anything else we see? There's two. Nice shot.
Again, he got a warning shot. He didn't listen. Fish.
You know, when the weather cooperates, it's times like this, which is a really good night on the water. You know, the action was a little slow, yes, but still very fun to shoot some fish. I think at the end of the night, we ended up with 17 in the barrel. We had another probably half a dozen or so come off.
How far do you want her in?
About right here. It's going to be good. Give me just a second. I'll have everything together here in just a minute.
You know, here again, you see me using this cordless power washer. It's a 20-volt system. Works really well for, knocking off the blood and slime of the fish of the night.
Yep.
I've added a small weight to the siphon end of this hose to weigh it down, and now it's sinking a little bit too far, so I'm going to add a little bit larger of a float on top of that so to keep it up. I added the extra weight sometimes when I'm underway with my trolling motor. I want enough weight to keep it in the water. You know, Justin wanted me to put together a little collage of some of his misses. This is his first time out bow fishing. He did really well for a beginner, and I thought it'd be sort of fun to, again, do a little splice cut of the night's action of all the fish that he had seen and shot at, or at least some of the fish he's seen and shot at. Anyways, I hope all of you have a damn good day, or at least try like hell. Remember, we the people make this nation great, not our current government. Take care.